What if I told you crypto is disrupting a $250 billion plus industry? This industry is something you, I, and everyone we know use on a daily basis. This industry is telecommunications, and literally everyone I know has a cell phone regardless of wealth, background, and where they live. It is the main form of communication for people on a global scale. Voice calls, sending data, text images, video, and so much more. Telecommunications connect the world. And just take me, for example. I run my entire business of making the best crypto content in the world from my cell phone. So make sure you guys smash a like and you are subscribed. But anyways, today on the O Show, we have partnered with Minutes Network to talk about their epic role in the new era of telecommunications. And they are most definitely on the forefront of revolutionizing the entire space. Welcome to a new era in telecommunications. Minutes Network is revolutionizing the voice calling industry, which is already worth over $250 billion plus. And I don't know about you, but my cell phone bills are always ridiculously high, and there are not a lot of options to choose from. So Minutes Network is providing low-cost phone calls for users and a low-cost routing alternative for telecom carriers. It's fully decentralized, and you can get rewards with crypto, which is another huge plus, especially for me. Typically, international calls are super expensive due to multiple intermediaries and complex routing systems, i.e. banks, but different industry. But this is what makes Minutes Network attractive for cell carriers. They cut out the expensive middleman and offer a more streamlined and cost-effective solution. Again, this is the entire purpose of crypto, is to cut out the middleman and make things more fair for the average person, you and I, the underdogs. Besides, I don't know a company that doesn't want to save money and time. And with years of experience in telecommunications and Web3, plus huge partners like Skype, the Minutes Network team is committed to restructuring the entire industry. They claim to be the world's first DePIN blockchain-based wholesale telecommunications voice carrier network. And yes, that was a huge mouthful. And with already 40,000 users signed up, we are still pretty super early. And a gentle reminder, the DePIN means Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Network, and it's a massive, massive group of various physical infrastructures, including telecommunications. Minutes Network is essentially a decentralized shortcut for phone calls between countries, and they aim to be the world's largest voice carrier by user base, and turning daily phone calls and telecommunications usage into rewards for users, which again, I think is super, super cool. So what exactly do they do and how does it work? Well, Minutes Network is backed by a growing number of interconnections with some of the top telecom carriers around the world. The network uses its SDK and rapid scaling technology for seamless integration with third-party mobile applications. The applications can onboard their entire user base into the Minutes Network. And with the network aiming for 1.2 billion users by Q1 of 2026 and 2 billion users by 2030, you can understand how this could easily be achieved with Minutes Network. And they do have insane potential to grow. Plus, once integrated, the applications are part of a rev share. And the remaining rev is used to buy Minutes tokens from the open market, which is pretty cool if you think about it. Plus, this is a commodity-fueled sharing economy. Now, a little bit more on how this exactly works. So, Minutes Network nodes connect phone calls from telecom carriers to end users via applications in the Minutes private network. Plus, node operators are basically validating these calls. And you can even stake the tokens within a node and essentially get some rewards, which is pretty cool again. This efficiency within the Minutes Network positions Minutes Network as one of the most affordable carriers that you can get your hands on. Plus, there's 500 switch nodes and 2,500 validation nodes. The switch nodes provide the infrastructure, and the validation nodes monitor the switch nodes so things work smoothly and you have no idea you are using blockchain at all. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how you can get started if you've done your due diligence, you've joined the community, you've really researched the entire Minutes project, okay? And always, you need to make sure you do that. So as far as getting started with the Minutes network, it is completely easy, I promise. Basically, you start by signing up for an account, which will give you access to the platform and all the resources you will need. Once you're registered, the next step is to obtain MNT tokens. MNT is on the Ethereum network, and it is the token behind all of this really awesome tech. Plus, there is a public sale for MNT, and it is now live. And if that's something you're interested in, make sure you do your due diligence. And you can obtain these tokens during the public sale or via exchanges. And these tokens are essential for participating in the network and obtaining rewards. You can also participate with nodes by going to the link in the description. And again, do your due diligence. Plus, if you manage a mobile app or platform, you can integrate the Minutes Network SDK. And this integration allows for your app to connect the Minutes network, offering the low-cost calling services and features to your users. And who doesn't want more options? Now let's go ahead and talk about Minutes Network in the news, because they're already working with different governments around the world. They recently signed a formal agreement with the government of Samoa to deploy the Minutes Network SDK within the country's national travel application. And this collaboration introduces a rev share model that allows the government to essentially monetize mobile applications that are otherwise cost generative. And the CEO of Minutes Network sees potential for everyone even more, especially with collaborations with different governments across the world. The network was also featured recently in Cointelegraph to announce some pretty bullish news. And they are working with Smart Energy Water to bring the 1.2 billion users I mentioned earlier to its platform over the next 2 years. Anyways, Smart Energy Water provides digital customer experiences and workforce engagement solutions for electric, water, and gas providers. They're operating in 45 countries with over 1.2 billion integrated mobile application users. And that's a lot of users coming to Minutes Network in the future. Plus, by participating in the network, you can own your own stake in the decentralized future of communications. If Minutes Network is something you're interested in, you can learn more and do your own due diligence at minutesnetwork.io. Again, remember they're having a sale, so do your due diligence on that. Join the communities, ask questions, check out the roadmap, and of course, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.